So two things need doing to it. One is it needs a handle, and two is it needs a bit of slip. Making a handle isn't too hard, although I often get in a tiz doing it. But we just take some clay like this. I think this bit will do. A bit more for luck. And I'll pack this away because when I've done this little bit, I'm going in for the night. And then basically what's going to happen is, using plenty of this warm water here, I'm going to tease the clay out into a lovely shape. So I hold it in my left hand because my right hand is going to do the dexterous work, and I'm quite right-handed. Lots and lots of water means that my hand won't stick and cause one bit to be thinner than the rest. And I'm using my thumb to draw the clay down, and that's what creates those pretty ridges. Again, my thumb is at the top and I draw down the clay. That's what creates the shape. It's curved on the back and flat on the front. When someone holds this handle, they're inevitably going to hold it like this, with the curve of the inside of their hand in there and their thumb on the outside. And that's why I do it this way, so that it's comfortable wherever you hold it on the handle. And then when I have the right length, I snip it off like that, just with my thumb. It helps to have dry hands for this, actually. But just like that. Nothing complicated, just a little roll. Tuck it in. Scratch and stick. It's a good rule. I think a pot gets a kick out of dropping its handle off on you. So taking the top, I'm going to start below where I've scratched, pushing upwards with my thumb at the bottom of my splodge of clay until I'm up to where I've scratched and level. The excess clay helps it to stick, so just smear it down until the excess comes off, and it will. Part of the beauty of a handmade thing is the shape of the person who created it left behind. And I'm not saying that from, you know, I don't particularly feel that way about the marks I leave myself, because they're mine and so they're my mistakes and I'm aware of them in that way. But then other objects I have, for example my drinking cup that I'm using now, the handle's been put on by hand, and at the bottom you can see it's wonky where it attaches. You know, it's imperfect, and I think that's part of why I like it so much. Whoever put that handle on, I think, was very talented and puts many, many handles on in a hurry. And I like that. Sometimes I do this where I put a thumb either side and press down and out. It leaves a bit of an impression, gives the pot a little massage. I mean an impression as in a dent, by the way, not an impression like, ooh, well, what a fancy cup. Not that kind of impression. Okay. And then my potter's mark, and then a little slip, and it's ready to be left. Is there a brush in? Yeah. This bit's going to be very messy looking, but trust me, I know what I'm up to. Well, I hope I know what I'm up to. I think I know what I'm up to. Well, that was a long day. I think the kiln may have malfunctioned because that is very glowing. I guess we'll find out next time. Dunno, doesn't look good to me.